Okay, my friends, I have decided to explain this. I have really avoided this video, but I think I have to do it. So I want to explain some politics in between Iranians. There are few things that you have to know before I talk about it. The first thing is Iranians have a book of kings. Iranians are many ethnicities. There are Turks, there are Arabs, there are Persians. In that book, it explains a lot of that. Book of Kings or Shahnameh is not a book about praising Iranians. It's a book that explains Iranians and what has happened and what normally they do in every turn of history. It's not historical, all of it, but it explains how people of Iran are. And according to that book, Iranians are very envious. Iranians, in that book, it explains that they fight and they try to destroy the other side over envy. Like, oh, that piece of land is better than mine. Why father give that piece to you? And then when they attack and they do something, the other part becomes vengeful, and then there is a war for 1,000 years, and there is a lot of people killed because of it. It's just because of the cycle of hatred and envy. So anywhere there is no hatred, everything is settled. The other party, one party is destroyed. Suddenly there is envy, and then again the cycle of hatred and killing and destruction starts. So in general, they are peculiar people. As it's said in the Book of Kings, they always have envy, and then after that jealousy, envy and jealousy, and then after that they take action on it, and something bad happens, then other party becomes vengeful, and then it goes on, and it will never end. And that is a cycle that always they go through. That's one. Then we have two main factions of Iranians at the moment. So one is this one, the Immortal Guard, Iran Shah, and this is led by a guy called Said Hossein. This is his crest. And of course he has some kind of ideas about everything, and this is his team. So this House 13 is sort of his team. These are his players. You can see them here. And there is another part to this, and that is the One Piece. These are Braveheart. These are all old-timers. They are all old-timers. Kaspal, I know them. The rest, I don't know so much. But in general, this is the other party of the Iranians. And it's always jealousy and envy and jealousy and never-ending hatred between them. And you have to be careful about these people because, they can be very dangerous in general. So, this war between House 10 and House 16 is also a war between these two factions of Persians. I really don't want to take part in it. Iran as a nation is sanctioned heavily by everybody else in the world. If you have a right in the world, your government is fighting for it. Meaning that, let's say you are American and then you feel respected when you go to another country. That is because you are an American, and then the government of America is somehow supporting you. Iranians don't have that kind of support. And also the world has sanctioned Iranians, and they cannot have any transactions outside of the country. And there's a lot of limitations on Iranians in general, on the nation. So everybody in Iran has a very huge disadvantage compared to anybody else in the world. They cannot even, open a bank account and have a transaction easily. It's a horrible situation for them. But the government has some organizations, and they are the only ones who have the organization to go around the sanction. They control the bloodline of the country, which is the oil money, and they only have the oil money for themselves, and everything in the economy is controlled by them. So they are the rich people, and then the poor people are just like, going to the beans to find food. That kind of picture I'm giving you. They're really malnourished. They're really like, dying of hunger. That kind of thing you can imagine how they are. So anybody in this game that have money and is Persian and is from Iran, is some kind of connected to the government. There is no other side. Because according to that, the law of the country is that if you are not with the government, they can confiscate your everything. Meaning that they can just say, oh, you are not supporting us, so that's it. They come, they kick you out, they confiscate your house, and your car and everything in your bank account, and that's it. You join the rest, right? So everybody in Iran who has some kind of money has a connection to the government. For that reason, because I'm outside of Iran and I am not living very horrible, I'm not going to beans to find food, and I mean, like, I have a respectable business. That is the reason for me personally that I don't want to get close to any of these people. I don't want to get close to any Iranians. I don't want the good side, which is, I mean, Said Hossein is a respectable person. He knows how to talk. That's why I don't want to get close to him. Definitely, I'm not going to get close to the other side. I just something here. So this is the Luffy. I don't know if he's in the game. Let me check. He's not here. So the Luffy is going as the Luffy in the game as well. Is a Persian player, and then you can see here, I mean, it's in Finglish, Persian written in English, but here he says that we have found a way that if you pay $150, instead of 3,000 crowns, you get 9,500 crowns. So you can see this time is 16 October 2023, and I have asked him what way, and he says, from Argentina you can buy crowns, and I have recently charged myself. The person is very trustworthy, and if you want, let me tell them, and don't tell anybody else about it. Yes. And I said, okay. So I keep it a secret, don't want to expose anybody. So I said, I don't have money now for gaming. And then he said, anyways, I don't understand this. And I don't understand what he says here, honestly. And I said here, I don't tell anybody, don't worry. So what is this about? If you see my walkthrough on GC9, you know that at this time, people who purchased these crowns, they got banned, all of them. All of them got banned. A lot of players got banned because of purchasing these crowns. This was a scheme, and later on it was exposed that this was a scheme to ban players. So these people would collect $150. They would top up another $300, right? They would go and really buy the crowns and gift it to you, right? All of them with credit card, right? And when everybody is hooked on, and when they can, hook everybody in this thing, what they do is they go and reclaim all of the money, meaning that the $300 extra that they paid plus your $150, they reclaim by the credit card, and of course they get the money back because of the banking system, and your account, because it had the gifts from this malicious activity, that account would get banned, or you get into negative crowns because the Firefly, didn't get payment for your crowns, and it was a con job that they pull it off. So this guy here knew about the whole thing fully, right? And then why he come and offer me is just because he wants to get me banned. And then why he wants to get me banned? Because I have a lot of cards here that I don't play with them. And I have a lot of card packs. And he wants to ban my accounts to just, sadism. Sadism, that's it. Pure and simple sadism. So I just want to explain to you, when I see Iranians in somewhere, I really don't want to play with them. I don't want to get into the things. I don't want to chat with them. Personally, I don't really want to do anything with them. In case you don't have experience, in case you don't know people from hell, I'm just trying to give you a heads up. In general, be careful when you are treating these people. These people are really tormented people. They're really living in very harsh conditions, and they can be and harsh conditions create harsh people. Don't be deceived by their nice looks. They have their hell behind their eyes. Thank you for watching, and until the next one.